So this next story is absolutely bananas. Take a look at this. So Ken Klippenstein says, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, deleted their tweet and replaced war with Iran with combating Iran. Excuse me, my voice is fucked up. That was not a plug for seltzer, but I'm already the big seltzer sellout, so who gives a shit even if it was. Now, I retweeted this when it first came out because I was like, holy shit, they're saying the quiet part loud again. So the original tweet said, what is important about this meeting, because Netanyahu met with other heads of state in the Arab region, what is important about this meeting, and it is not in secret because there are many of those, is that this is an open meeting with representatives of leading Arab countries that are sitting down together with Israel in order to advance the common interest of war with Iran. See, this is what happens when you're in your ivory tower too long and you're only surrounded by other elites for too long. You forget that there's this population of people out there who don't agree with you and they don't like you and they think you're a warmonger asshole and that you have to couch things and you have to soften the blow when you try to steer people in a certain policy direction. And he forgot that. And so he's like, yeah, we want war with Iran. Everybody agrees, right? Yeah. Let's do war with Iran. So this has to do for, sectarian reasons. This has to do with business reasons. And for the longest time, Netanyahu has wanted to topple Iran. Now he's just saying it. He used to say it only behind closed doors. Now he's just saying it. And then when they got the backlash over that, because everybody was like, whoa, what? Then he said, what is important about this meeting, and it is not in secret because there are many of those, is that this is an open meeting with representatives of leading Arab countries that are sitting down together with Israel in order to advance the common interest of combating Iran. Listen, the reason I cover stories like this for you is I'm trying to let everybody know that the default perception that many of us have growing up in the U.S. is not true. And that default perception is we're the world leader and we generally mean well. And so when we do like interventions or whatever, there's a good reason for it. There's a good reason. We're never like the bad guy and the aggressor. It turns out oftentimes the U.S. is the bad guy and the aggressor. Oftentimes Israel is the bad guy and the aggressor. Oftentimes Saudi Arabia is the bad guy and the aggressor. It's not like this idea of like there's always a reason and there's always something that if you heard it, you'd be like, oh, that makes sense why we're doing X, Y. No. A lot of the times it's fucked up. It's for business reasons. It's for natural resources. It's for geopolitical power and control. It's for sectarian reasons in many instances. So just know that. Know who the warmongers really are. They're out there, and they're disastrous, and they have blood on their hands, and they're going to continue to fuck everything up. And so that's why we need a strong resistance to all these guys. In the U.S., look, we have fucking Mike Pompeo and Elliot Abrams and John Bolton controlling foreign policy. It's as bad as it's ever been. Everybody should be totally aware of that when you see what's happening, like with Venezuela now, Syria. Just understand what's really happening and who the problem is.